Sofa City Sounds. Holy shit, what a time it was for us to go live.
Wow.
This is my second interview back, and we're like in 2 days, back to back 2 days after not being around since April. Guys, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Dan. I play car in Spades GT, and I'm super stoked to be here. It's going to be fun.
And I'm Sean. I'm the bassist. I'm relatively new to the band, and I'm looking forward to being on the show.
I'm
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
I'm really excited because I haven't had the opportunity. I've partied with you guys lots, but I haven't had the opportunity to actually sit down and chat with you. So welcome to the show, and thanks for being here. Almost
Always.
tripped over the
Always.
wall. Yeah. See, that's way better than the ring.
I saw Dan's hat at the show. I was like, oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, I picked this up at Rye Fest.
Oh,
That's
okay.
That's
Yeah, and
awesome.
I need a new one. This one's already starting to get a bit of work stain on her. So next
Love
time I
it.
see you, I'm gonna get you to bring me a cap.
Yeah, wear her till she dies. I love it. I appreciate the support so much. I like seriously. You guys are fantastic to work with. You can go do your thing. Go ahead. So yeah, no, I very much appreciate that you guys made Todd a part of the party at Ryefield.
Always.
The head.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I had to get a picture with it, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Somebody had made an Al Snow reference, and that's all I see when I look at him now when I'm at work.
That was me. What does everybody want?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun time.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's start by talking about Ryefield. You guys are the first band that I'm interviewing. We were supposed to do interviews before the festival, but we all know my health doesn't always cooperate with us. So here we are.
Here we are.
So, how did you guys enjoy the festival? What was your experience like?
Well, I had a blast. As you know, I have 2 young kids now, so I don't get a chance to get out very often and like do an overnighter.
Yep.
So this is like my first one this year, and I went hard. I had the Wizard staff by the end of the night with the beer cans and
Yeah.
playing with the boys too. It's always a great time when we get to play a show, especially an outside show. Outdoor venues are chef's kiss.
And Ryefield knows how to throw a fucking 10 out of 10 party, man. That's my first year with them. So
that stage is unreal, man.
Pardon?
I said the stage is unreal, and then like you get to see all your buddies too, like the whole scene's out and free ice cream. Like, you can't
that. You can't go wrong with free ice cream. Tattoo artist on stage. Right? That was fucking amazing. Shout out to Ken. He's fantastic. He tattooed my 17 years sober for me on my arm. And he tattooed the black tooth for the black tooth grin. Thank you. Because, you know, me and Whiskey used to dance a lot together, and huge fan of Pantera. So I just thought it was the perfect way to, yeah. So, yeah, it was a great time. It was a great party. I party with them every year for my sober anniversary. So
that was the first time playing and going, like I don't think I'm gonna miss it like ever. Even if we're not playing, I'm still gonna be there.
The first one I went to, and I helped with the 50-50, and I think that's when everybody realized how fat my mouth actually was. And I've been doing the 50-50 ever since, man. I'm here to get into your pockets to get the band's money. And it was fun. It was fun. I made it really awkward this year. Like I would sit in front of people and be like, how awkward would it be if I went in your pockets not knowing you? And like, do we want to make this easy or do we want to make this hard? And people would be like, well, let's make this hard. And I'd like go to try and get into their pockets, and they're like, that's creepy. And I'm like, you told me to make it difficult and hard. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But I got their money anyway. By the end of the night, people were paying me to go away. So yeah, no, it was a great time, and I'm so glad that you guys got to be there because you're a fucking party on stage, man.
We try to be. We try to bring the fun, especially Sean up on the bass.
I'm just going to ask you this and then we'll get right into you guys. How many beer cans by the end of the night was your Wizard staff?
Oh, jeez.
I want to say 14 or 15, but I know at one point we had some tape issues. I ran out of tape. So, but by the time the last band went on, I don't think I was even counting anymore. So for all
It
I
was
know, we
pretty
might have
cool.
20. Who knows? It was tall. Almost 7 feet.
Well, because how tall are you?
Almost 6'5". So it's
Yeah.
whatever 7
Taller than
feet
you.
in cans is at least what it was. I just remember at one point I had to like tilt it all the way back and rub my hand down it to get to the mouth. So
You trying to drink. Is that a regular thing? The
No,
Wizard
so
staff?
the first time I seen it was at, I think it was 2018 at Rockfest, and the singer from Exploited was there, and he was doing it with the staff, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And now usually once per summer or festival, you don't want to like wear the gimmick thin, so you do it, one festival each summer, hand out the Wizard staff. Usually have the hat too, but I kind of shit the bed on that one.
Yeah. Well, I don't really think so though, because look at that gem you got on your head right now. So I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm pretty sure somebody ended up with my actual hat because my Sofa City hat is gone. Oh. I put a little bit of black marker on the back of mine because it was as clean as the new ones. Is it on there?
No.
Ah, fuck.
No marker.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but
just sweat.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I was hoping you had it. So Sean, you're new to the band. How long have you been kicking around, sir?
Well, in this band, when did I start? Would you say, Dan? I think about 4 months ago, maybe now.
No, longer than that. I think
longer than that.
We had you on board. I think before the record, so like January, late January.
You just released the record. Yeah, like about 2 weeks. I was about 2 weeks before the record got released, but I wasn't on the record for the recording. So
while you were with us when we went to the studio, I'm pretty sure, weren't you?
No, it was sort of just the Matt, the other artist I play with in the House of Haunt, and he kind of like at one point he was like, "You're joining Spades GT," and I was like, oh, "Okay, I am, cool. I'm in Spades GT now." And then I remember coming over to your house, Dan, and we jammed through a couple songs, and you're like, oh, "Okay, you're in for now," and.
Right, you're always in for now. You're like the Jason Newsted over here.
But
I'd say probably April.
Yeah, the first show was at the Rock Pile. I thought that went really good, and I was excited about that. And I really liked the Spades sound. I used to play in a band before, also called WSAR and Defile, and that was pretty fast and heavy, and I really liked it. And not knocking the House of Haunt, because the House of Haunt's great, but that's sort of where I feel like I love to play, in that sort of fast, heavy, almost Ramones-y Motorhead sort of realm,
Yeah.
So it's been really good. I really like it, and I don't know if I feel like I'm figured out my slot in the band yet, but it's coming along, and I'm having a good time.
Well, from my point of view, you can't tell that you're still trying to figure out your slot in the band. You fit right in from an audience point of view. And
like
from an interview point of view, you're very easy to talk to, and you guys seem to go back and forth really well together.
We do our recap videos after every show. And it's been a running gag that, I tell him, I'm like, okay, Sean, you made it to the next gig. You mess up, buddy. One missed note, you're gone. So like he's on trial here, still on trial.
I feel like a drummer in Spinal Tap, like might just explode one time or something, and then be out of the band.
I love it.
I gotta say, going back to the Ryfield Studios, I was amazed by that, because I've played a few outdoor festivals, and I couldn't believe like how nice that stage was, how good the sound was.
Professional.
They, like you said, a super amazing stage and free ice cream, and you know, it was just a blast. It was
The
a real
hospitality
fun.
is top tier. Huge shout out to Shane and Steph. They give up our property or their property every year so that we have the opportunity to party like that. We get to set up our tents for free. We get to park our cars for free. The food is the most affordable food anywhere in Ontario.
Yeah. No,
Everything.
But
Like, bring your own booze. Like, how do you go wrong with that?
no, I know, and I really hope it becomes a new music mecca, and more people come to this and realize how amazing that setup is. I also worry that it might get too popular, and then people get a little dumb. But
they seem to maintain. I'm looking for a lighter in case you're wondering why I'm wandering around. I'd like to smoke a joint while you have your glass of homemade wine, and I can find a lighter to join you.
If I could reach to the screen, I'd light you up. But
yeah, if only technology worked that way. Eh? Oh, there's one. It's in my tin. Yeah, I was hoping Back to the Future would be. I'm glad we don't have smell-o-vision, but I was kind of hoping that some things in Back to the Future would be a little further ahead by now.
Yeah, the Jetsons were a little off too, but we got a couple years.
Yeah. So I just watched a video that said if Back to the Future was done today, they would have gone back to 1994.
Oh, when they go back to the 50s, it would have been 1994.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Dan.
That makes you feel old, man.
It makes you feel old, Dan. I'm turning 54 October 3rd. That's like...
I was born in 93, so.
Shut the front door. Okay, so we're like literally all of us are 10 years apart, almost exactly, because I'm 83. So, yeah, so you're what, 32? I'm 42 and Sean's 52.
Yeah, more or less. More or less.
There we go.
Right on. Perfect. That's awesome. Hey, John, how's it going? So, yeah, no, when I saw that, I was kind of like, oh, okay. I remember 1994. I was 11 in 1994.
Oh, geez. I'm trying to think of what I was doing in 1994. I graduated high school in '89. I remember seeing Slayer and Motorhead at the concert Masonic Temple. The Masonic Temple, and that was insane. That was crazy.
That's funny because you were graduating high school and in mosh pits before Dan was a twinkle in his daddy's eye.
Yeah, literally.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I was getting my first concerts at that time. The first show I had ever been to was, and I tell this story so much people could probably say it word for word. The first show I've ever been to was the Sick Boys and the Screaming Beavers in the basement of a head shop called Sloth here in Niagara Falls. And now that shop, the store is a tattoo shop, and they still throw parties in the basement 30 years later. Oh, that hurt. 30 years I've been going to shows. Wow. Sorry, Sean.
That's okay. That's okay. I was going to say when I was 15 and Dinosaurs of the Earth, my first concert was Triumph Kings, I think. The album.
Wow. That's awesome.
Triumph. There you go.
Yeah, Triumph is great. Yeah, my first metal show, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I've seen Motorhead quite a few times. I think they were my first metal show. I don't know.
I never got to see Motorhead. They came to my hometown in Sault Ste. Marie once, and I was on the fence. I can't remember why I didn't go, but I didn't end up going, and I totally regret it. That was one of them. I haven't seen them, and I haven't seen Megadeth. But
So Megadeth's coming around for I mean, what does farewell tour even mean anymore?
Yeah.
But I heard Megadeth was coming around for a farewell tour, and I'm gonna try and take my girls. So because I got to see Pantera with them, you know, the legacy of Pantera. And that was one hell of an experience. My kids got to meet Rita 10 years after the first time I met her. And she helped me tell the story of her signing my kids' bracelets. She actually remembered signing bracelets for my kids and meeting me and stuff. It was cool. It was awesome.
That's cool. That's cool.
So,
That's neat.
yeah. So, Dan, I know you said your kids are young. The most wonderful concert experience you'll have next to being with your best friends in the pit is bringing your kids.
I am so looking forward to it. My son is a very Dawson, like his mom, very like introverted, likes to play, to hang out by himself, likes the shows, likes his personal activities. My daughter is like my mother and like me. She's a social butterfly, and she's gonna be the rock star. I already know it.
Second one?
She'll
Your
be
daughter's the second
picking up
one?
the guitar. Yes, second born.
Yeah. Yep. So my firstborn plays piano and sings pop, and my secondborn listens to Slipknot.
Well,
so
wow.
Yeah. The first shows I ever took my kids to, Aura, why do you have to play with the loudest toy in the house? The first show I took my youngest to was Slipknot, Gojira, Behemoth, and Volbeat. She was 6.
Nice.
Wild time. And the first time I saw Iron Maiden, I was 9 months pregnant. The second time I saw Iron Maiden. Pardon?
I seen Maiden in 2017 at the ACC. But the first show I ever seen with my mom was Anvil, actually. It was right when the documentary first came out. And I played that show. And I remember my dad lives in Cambridge, and he came to Sault Ste. Marie at the time. Just like he was randomly there while I was playing the show, and Anvil was there. And me and him got so tanked that they kicked us out because we were spilling beer all over the monitors. But I remember that was the first like my mom would come to a lot of my shows, but that was the first actual metal show that we had both been in the same room for. And it was an experience, man. It's super cool.
That's awesome. That's really cool. It is an experience. I can't say that I've ever had that experience with either one of my parents, but I hear both of my kids regularly talking about the experiences that they've had at shows. And it warms my little black heart. I love it. I love hearing them talk about it because it's something they're going to remember years and years from now. Hey, Mom, remember when we got pulled into the mosh pit and those 2 big houses pulled us out? Yeah. That's,
Four memories.
Yeah, that's like
last year, and I found myself thinking a lot of those moments. But all my bands throughout all the bands I played in my whole life, she was always there supporting me 100% of the time. She was like the black sheep of the family, always rocking and riff raffing, and wherever there was a party, my mom was there. So I got a 10th of that out of her, and I'm told I keep up with her for the most part. But I tell you, my mom, bless her heart, she was quite a rocker, man.
Well, that's wonderful that you carry that.
Of course.
It's wonderful that you carry those parts of her.
Yeah, and now my daughter does too. So now I'm on the other end of it now. I gotta raise a girl like that who's gonna be the rock star and go out to the metal shows, and I gotta start posing with axes and display pictures already just to keep the boys away from her.
That's awesome. Yeah, I gave Mia a set of drumsticks, and now I live in an apartment, and there's a drum kit in my house. So
I got an electric kit right here.
Drummers are always in demand.
I got the bass guitar, the electric on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Out here at the recording studio. I'm editing our recap video right now for our last show this last weekend. There's Johnny Boy cameo.
Yeah, I'm in quite a few of your recaps, actually. I'm really happy about that. So yeah, you have had actually you've had like 4 or 5 that I'm in. So that's awesome. I'm glad that I get to be a part of that. I've partied with you guys at the Rock Pile. I've partied with you guys at Ryefield. Where else have I seen you guys?
I imagine we'll see you at the Walter show. Are you coming to Exploited?
Yeah.
Yes. I asked Matt Patterson to hold on to 2 tickets for me, and I should probably make sure he still has them. Do you guys have tickets in case he doesn't?
We have a few. I would be the guy to talk to, but I can put a good word in for you. And you know what? We'll make sure you're there. No matter what, we'll make sure you're there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. Well, it's almost set in stone that I have to party with you guys when I find a way there. So, yeah, especially for you guys opening for the Exploited. That's fucking sick. Let's talk about that. How did all of that start?
So we played with the Exploited last year at Lee's Palace, I think it was. And a wild story about that. So our other guitar player, Matt, he sings on a few tracks on a new record too. He's doing a lot of vocals. Great guy. He ended up taking off early because he had some health issues, and so like we dedicated our set to him, and like literally we were at the show ready to play, and he had to take off and go deal with some stuff. But we played our brother Jay Beard. He plays in Hellraiser, and he's played in a lot of bands. KM. Anyway, he came in and stepped up and helped us out for that show, and we rocked hard with them at the Elise Palace, and then we went and played. I think it was the Brass Monkey in Ottawa. We played with them too, and everything. We had a great time. And then when the opportunity came up, they asked us if we want. Steve Hogue asked us if we wanted to play with them again this year. It was a no brainer, you know, especially at the Rock Pile. Like the Rock Pile's home base for us.
Oh yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Steve. Fantastic dude.
Legend.
Running into him.
Pardon my voice. Like I said, I'm pretty hoarse here from singing this last weekend here.
You're good. We can understand you.
Yeah, you're good.
So Sean, you mentioned that October 3rd is your birthday, and we're throwing you a party here in the Falls.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it. It was just like I saw, hey, October 3rd. Oh, hey, look at that day.
Yeah.
Actually, back. I don't know if I have it up here. I played a birthday show opening for the Misfits with House of Hunt. So it's like kind of like comes up every once in a while, and I enjoy it so much because everyone gets in a good sort of feeling vibe. And I'm really looking forward to it. We played the first time with Spades at Camp Cataract. And I played there one time with House on, and I thought that is a great bar. It's just got such a cool
space, right?
I love it.
Sorry, what?
Like,
it's a neat little space.
Oh, it got a little broken up, but I was going to say it's a great bar, and I really like the Falls. And it's funny because I always sort of thought the downtown touristy area was the Falls, and then I was like, oh, it's like a whole other town that's kind of connected, and it's got a really good vibe. So I'm looking forward to coming back there. And then on the 4th, we're playing Windsor at the Cherry Lounge or something, right?
Cherry Rock Lounge, yeah.
Cherry Rock Lounge, which that was a good venue too. I really liked it also. The crowd we had there was more into the really guttural metal.
Yep.
We still got a really positive feedback, even though we were a little bit of the odd duck in the group. But they really liked us and want us back, so we're gonna make it happen.
One thing I noticed at Ryefield with you guys, the second you guys got on the stage, the energy in that space shifted. It was like you guys shook everybody in the audience. Like, I mean, we were all already partying, but like it was like you guys kind of just came up and were like, "Come on!" And everybody just came alive when you guys played, which happens every time I see you guys. That happens. I feel like you guys are one of those universal bands, much like Guillotine. It doesn't matter what bill you guys end up on, you fit. You your energy, your party style, the way you guys play, it fits on pretty much any bill you're on.
Yeah, we try like we consider ourselves a crossover band, like a punk metal crossover band.
Yeah.
And it kind of plays to our that strength on both bills. We can play a punk bill and a metal bill, and
Yeah.
be like you said, the odd duck out, but still bring the energy, still bring the party,
Yeah.
and it's all, like just try to pump people up, man. Like it's all about having a good time. So
Yeah.
anytime we can, step out and step on stage and do our thing and have a good time, we'll put on the best show we can, and everyone's gonna have a good time.
Mhm.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And everybody does. That's the best part. Everybody does have a good time. You guys get on stage and you're like, you're going to be partying by the time we're done. And we all are every time.
You'll have a 17-can Wizard staff in no time.
That was actually pretty amazing. But,
That was pretty amazing. I think I have a picture of you with the staff must be about 6 or 7 cans high, and you've got Todd's head in the other hand. And it's probably one of the most epic pictures. I got to find it and send it to you because it's probably one of the most epic pictures from that day.
The one I have is a picture. It's a picture of me on stage with my guitar in one hand, like strapped around my neck, and the hand on the other hand, and it looks gruesome. The only thing that would have made it better is if I had like some fake blood, like all over. It would have been epic. But it was still a sick photo. I had it as my display picture for a bit. I love that photo.
Which I loved because you had a Sofa City Sounds hat on too. So I love that. That was a great picture. I'm going to try and bring Todd with me to Camp Cataract on the 3rd. Yeah, because I think it would be fantastic to have him be a part of the crowd.
I'll like strap him to my shoulder and be a two-headed like Halloween costume or something.
Oh yeah,
totally. You can toss that motherfucker around and nothing's going to happen to him. We have grabbed onto his hair, one person on one side and another person, and just like yanked and reefed and nothing. It isn't going anywhere. It's like one of those top quality salon dolls. And he actually looks like one of my good friends, Alex Prouton. He owns Thick Fist Entertainment or Thick Fist Production. Thick Fist Events. I'll get it right. Sorry, Alex. But yeah, Alex and Todd look exactly alike. And that's why we bought Todd, was because he was so similar to Alex. And I don't think the two have ever been in the same room together, to be honest with you.
You gotta change that. Like cornrows or something like that.
Yeah, we should do that to him, eh?
Like give him some like braids or something like.
Yeah, he's got an earring now, so like he's upgraded.
Moving up.
Maybe a nose ring next time.
We'll bring something to accessorize with.
Excellent. So you guys are playing with GFU, the Shitfits, and St. Scatherine's. Now, shout out to Matt Grippy because he's the one who pulled this together. He's the one who called me and said, hey, we need a spot. We were supposed to have you guys, I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about this. We were supposed to have you guys out for Dayglow Abortions, and the show got canceled, and then the show got rescheduled, and they ended up touring with bands instead of us getting to pick the bands that were on the bill, and that's why we didn't get to put you guys back on the bill. And I don't know if we've ever had that conversation. Now we're telling the whole world. I don't know if we've ever had. I know I'm awkward about shit, but like, why not, right? This is how things happen. So, well, I felt bad. Sue Ann and I felt really bad because we had no control over that, and we really did want to bring you guys back. So this happening next weekend, I'm fucking stoked because we finally get to genuinely have you out to our neck of the woods to party with us. So before Sean was in the band, Johnny and I are from Sault Ste. Marie. We had a band called Jack Spades, and then I moved to Barrie during the pandemic, and then he ended up moving down with me, and we kind of were like, let's reignite the band. We brought Tyler on board, and we ran through the list of bass players, but our first show with Tyler as Spades GT was with Dayglow Abortion at the Queens in Barrie, and it was a sick show. We had a great time with them, and
Yeah, I do remember the tour you're talking about. We were supposed to play with them in Barrie too, I think. But
Yeah.
it's it's all water under the bridge. It's not a big deal. Like we're not too concerned about it. Hopefully, those guys stay in good health for a long time, and there's another opportunity for us to get on stage with them again soon. Like it's Canadian punk rock, baby. Like we're ready for it.
Nice to put those things on the table, though. You know what I like? I have ADHD, so I think about things from 15 years ago that I know you've forgotten, but I haven't forgotten, right? And until I have that conversation, or however the situation is, I will think about it for the rest of my life. So,
It's
so
understandable.
I don't know. And being a promoter, there's an opportunity to work with 1 million bands, but I only get to work with 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so not wanting to lose the opportunity with you guys was key. I've always had great interactions with all of you. Tyler and I, every time I see him, he's a fucking blast to hang out with. Shout out to you, Tyler. Sorry you're not here with us. It's only right we have those conversations and make sure that everything is good, right? Because I feel better about it, and I know everything's good. So
I played Camp Cataract. The only time I ever played there was with Fast Life. I think it was about 2 years ago.
I was at that show.
Yeah. And, like the one thing that sticks in my head from that night is they had like giant pretzels. And I'm like, I'm like fucking, pardon my French. I'm stoked for giant pretzel. Like that's on my hit list for Niagara Falls.
Did you just pardon your fuck? Because you can swear, we don't care.
I wasn't sure. We never like went over that brief. But yeah,
because I said fuck like 15 times.
Giant pretzel, man. And the stage great. The sound's always great. The staff there is amazing. Those guys are really good.
Yep.
And it was a great turnout. And from what I can understand, like this coming show with Spades and GFU and our brothers in GFU, man, we just played with them in the Newmarket, and we were talking about it. Like we're stoked for Niagara. It would have been nice to have Fast Life on the bill with us too. Those guys are working really, really hard. But they got some other stuff going on, and we're gonna join up with them again. I think on the 25th, I want to say, at Coops and Barrie. And then earlier that day, we're doing a show in Aurelia for like a fundraiser for I think it's to get cats spayed or something like that for a veterinarian home. Yeah. It's going to be a super cool show. But
sweet.
First thing on the bill is Niagara Falls, man, to kick off a wicked weekend. Niagara Falls and then Windsor.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that. And once things are going with Fast Life, I also throw parties at the Dive Pub. It'll be a Thursday night, but I promise you it'll be a full room. So we'll work around your schedules to get you guys out here. And once they're ready to go, Fast Life, they were fantastic. When you guys played out there, you guys were fantastic. I don't know who it was, but one of you put your sticker on my little red Honda. She was covered in Band-Aids. Right, because she was covered in dents. So I would take band stickers, Band-Aids, and I put them all over my car. So, yeah. So I drove around with the Fast Life sticker on my mirror for probably close to a year. I drove that poor little car into the ground.
That's one thing I love about the music scene down in Southern Ontario. It gets bigger and bigger, but the people that we all like bond with, like you're making connections for life, and like there's such good people that you meet. You know what I mean? Like of all walks of life, people are at different stages and stuff, but it's connection, man. And it's really solid. DFU, the Fast Life, those are our boys. Like we're all like one big family. We play all together all the time. And then there's extended too. Like there's great bands, Burnt Knives. Like there's all these other bands in the Toronto scene that are like deadly bands that we play with all the time. And
the list is too long. The list is too long. I remember my mom said to me a little while ago, she goes, Amanda, there's no way you have 4,000 friends on Facebook. And I said, well, doing what I do. Now granted, I probably don't know 1,000 of them. Maybe 4 of them are family. So 1,004 people we can just kind of put aside. But we do bond, because when you listen to music with somebody, your DNA mixes, your DNA changes to be similar, right?
It's a spiritual experience, right? Yeah. Like music it's a language of the heart,
Yeah.
So like
So
you
we,
bond
yes.
really tight with people.
Yeah. So yes, I do have 4,000 friends, you know.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people that like, sure, there's a lot of acquaintances in this music scene, but yeah, I can say,
Everyone you
especially
know
doing what I
knows,
do,
that's like
right?
every one of your friends is knows one of your acquaintances, right?
That's
So
it.
you're only one person removed from basically everybody in the scene,
Yeah.
and everyone watches out for each other, and everyone like so you're meeting people and you're connecting with people. Oh, you know the so and so, and it just makes the family the tree grows bigger, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's great. I love it. That's the best thing about moving from a small city,
Yeah.
northern city, to like the GTA, so to speak, or like Southern Ontario. It's great. Everyone's in it, and a high what do they say, a rising tide raises all ships. So when one of us does good, we all do good, and it's great for the
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, yeah, and it's nice because doing what I do, I get to know each and every one of you, whether it be musically. I learn things about your families. I find out when your birthdays are. I know your kids' names. So at the end of the day, it's a little bit different for me because I actually do get to know you guys as people, not just musicians. Musicians are people. For those of you out there who don't know that, like.
Well, it's hard sometimes because like when you're at a show, you're always talking over top of the music, or like it's a loud environment. So with the platform, you get a chance to talk to people, like like an aside to what you're usually used to, which is like that extra level of connection that you get with everybody above what you get with the regular crew. Like just socializing occasionally at shows. So it's
Yeah.
awesome. I know Tyler's got his show right now too. He's doing Drummers Paradise, which is doing really, really well. Those guys are killing it. And
Yeah.
John and I have been talking about doing some kind of thing just for the same reason, like to just connect with people on that additional level.
Yeah. My partner Rob Peters, he's the lead singer of Ready to Die. He was with The Further. He's the one who's going to be doing sound for Camp Cataract. He's been doing sound for a little while. I lost my train of thought. See how fast that happened?
Well,
It's gone. It's gone. Wow. I hope nobody wanted to hear what I had to say because I have no fucking clue what it was. And welcome to my ADHD problems, which is memory loss in mid-sentence.
there's nothing wrong with that, man. We got 1,000 things to talk about. There's no loss for conversation.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about. I know I was going to mention something about working with Rob and something else. That's gone. Fuck it. It's gone.
That's a big shot right there too. Like sound guys, like they never get enough love, man. Like
No.
it doesn't matter what the show is. Like the sound guy never gets enough love. So shout out to Rob.
Yeah. Oh, Rob. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Thank you for that. Huge shout out to Rob right now. He's a fantastic dude. He works his ass off for the scene. He and I were actually talking about doing like a musician's hour where he and I come on live and start talking about the effects of mental health in the industry and how music has saved some of us and how it keeps some of us going. Because it's huge. I see a lot of us, even me. How many times have you guys seen my status? Because I know I have a large platform, and it's important to be honest about your mental health. So how many times have you guys seen my status where I'm like, guys, I'm checking out because I'm not feeling well. My health is kind of bugging me, and I'll see you in a little while. And
on the other side, too, like I imagine like it's great for the sobriety and stuff like that too. Like to have that kind of, you know what I mean, like a platform and stuff like that to kind of just extend a bit more of yourself where you don't feel pressured so much that.
Well, yeah, it's there's a lot of us in the scene now that are sober. I've been doing it for 17 years. So when I started off in the scene sober, it was a different world. We didn't treat and I was there to experience it. So we didn't treat sobriety 17 to 20 years ago like we do now.
Yeah, it was very stigmatized for a long time.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. For a long time, people didn't call me because, Amanda doesn't party anymore. there was a $1,000 bet on how long I would stay sober.
It's
And,
unfortunate, you know.
You know,
It's
yeah,
unfortunate.
it's terrible because I didn't get the fucking money. Like, I'm still sober. Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Right?
You
Also,
want
fuck those
everybody to
guys.
be like
You're not friends with them anymore. But,
Oh.
no, sorry, go ahead.
Like part of like why I think a lot of people connect with this latest album. We have a song called "Demons" on there, and it talks about that. It talks about the idea that there's people that have personal struggles, and I think in music, you find a lot of people that go through that because creative people, they sometimes I think it's like a matter they try and calm themselves a little bit, and unfortunately they get into the drugs and alcohol thing, or they socialize a lot, and it's kind of expected of them, so get in that loop. But it's hard to beat.
Well,
Good
the
to
thing
see
with creative
getting out of it.
people, the thing, yeah, and you're absolutely right about that, because the thing about creative people is we're very spherical people. We're very animated in 4D, and we're you get in that fucking box, man. From 9 to 5, you're in that fucking box. You know what I mean? You go to school and you get a good job and you go to college and do this and you fuck off, man. You know what? My life was miserable. It was terrible. I had a 9 to 5. I had 2 kids. I had a marriage I wasn't happy with. All that fun stuff. All the things they told me in life I was to work hard for. Guess what? I had 2 major heart attacks. Oh. And having that fucking particular box life shit almost killed me. And here I am now doing what I love, working with people like yourselves that I fucking love. I live every day like I'm not going to wake up tomorrow, because you know what? The overlords we pay the bills to don't give a fuck whether we live or die, and I don't give a fuck whether they get paid.
No.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I pay my bills, but like, I pay to live, but I only pay what I have to live. I enjoy my life, and if you don't like it,
that's the right mentality, right? Like at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with who you are, and all of us on an individual level, you're happy with who you are, you're happy, and success is measured individually. Like, what someone else's expectations are of you don't matter, as long as you're putting your best foot forward and you're doing what's best for your life, and you're measuring your own success, right? Like, that's super important,
Well,
and that's something I'm very proud of. Like, there's a lot of things I disagree with my generation. We're talking about, we're all 10 years apart. My generation has been rough in some areas, but a big leap forward that I feel like we've made is kind of realizing that, like, our success is self-defined. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to have anybody else tell us what we need to be, who we need to be, right? Like, it's just kind of like and being very accepting of everybody else in that stage too. You know what I mean? It's not for us to cast that stone and judge somebody else and their walk of life. Everyone's at a different point in their life and a different journey, and just be accepting and be open, and let bygones be bygones, and let everyone be.
Well, and that's it.
That's fucking really cool. So I'm proud of it.
I was going to say, it's an interesting thing you mentioned there about the generational thing too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've being a little older, I've seen different things go on, and I think the great thing that came along in Dan's generation and stuff like that is that you don't have the gatekeepers you used to. If you want to make an album, you want to make a song, you want to record a CD, you don't have to go through a studio, you don't have to answer to no one. Which before, if you weren't if you were going to a studio and some guy was like splicing tape, you had to get that music dead on. You couldn't mess up at all.
Yeah.
And in some ways, that was good, gave you very good quality music, but also it stifled a lot of creativity too. Like, if you can make an album of banging rocks together and it sells, amazing. All the power to you.
Absolutely.
Before, that never happened.
I totally agree, Sean. Like, a lot of that's technology too. Like, technology has given us the tools to kind of be a little more independent. Like, even music as a whole, like mainstream music is very four chord, pop oriented, and I think of the reason rock and punk and metal is able to be successful without being the focal point is that you can kind of cater to a niche audience that will almost like cultivize you, and link on to you, so you can be successful in that genre without needing to be massively successful and have labels dependent on you and everything. Like we did our album with Kyle Marchant out of Toronto, and I think it's Room 21 is his studio, and he was great. He just kind of like let us take the reins and do it. He threw some suggestions in here and there, but you know, like you said, Sean, like 20 years ago or 30 years ago, that wouldn't be the case. Like you play what the record company wants you to play, and if they don't approve of it, it's not being released.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get a little more of that creative outlet too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
point.
no, I love the way things have evolved for us in the scene, because I mean, like, nobody likes to talk about COVID, so we're not going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about how we've grown from that time, because that was a very dark time for metal. It was a very dark time for a lot of musicians. Now, the beautiful thing about that is a lot of us creatives were hidden away with nothing but our pens and our guitars and our drums and our voices. That's actually how Sofa City became a thing. I started working with TJ Palmer from the Boneyard, and he and I ended up separating ways. He's still one of my best friends. I love him to death. But we ended up separating, doing our own thing. He finally bought his property in Texas, and I'm so happy for him, because that's all he ever talked about at the beginning of COVID, and he got it. And here I am 1,000 interviews later. So, it's been a wild ride, but COVID really gave us the opportunity to see what we were all made of, see who really wanted to be here, see who were the learners, who were the listeners, who, we all really learned our position in this industry and how to work together and survive it.
Oh yeah, that was
And what's come out of it, our scene, our metal scene, I can tell you the hardcore scene in Niagara Falls is stronger than I've ever seen it.
Nice.
Music is growing exponentially. Heavy music is growing exponentially in Southern Ontario. And I don't know one bad band right now. Everybody sounds fucking amazing.
I was gonna say, at that Ryfield studio, the first band that came on, they had like almost like a Led Zeppelin kind of sound going for them.
Who were they?
They were so good, and I was like, oh man, look at these young guys. They're doing this rock and roll like way back, like the 60s, 70s rock and roll sound. I was so happy to hear that, because you get so much of the top 40 stuff.
Yeah.
And people and I think what, like you said about the metal, is a lot of people are like, you know what, I'm tired of that. I don't want to hear that process stuff. I don't want to hear auto-tune. I want to hear someone actually strum a guitar. And that, like I said, that Ryfield studio, that gave me a lot of hope. That was great. Yeah.
And one thing I have to say about Ryfield that I kind of took a page from when it came to running the Mayhem Metal Market, which, shameless plug, we're back November 22nd for our Mayhem Metal Christmas. Metal Santa's going to be there, so that's going to be fucking fun. But one thing I can say I took from them, and I thank them for very much, is mixing metal. And it, like, there was almost every genre of metal, every subgenre of metal on that stage that day.
Yeah, I knew a few of the bands that were up there, but I got introduced to some really, really good bands like Death Club. I really like those guys.
They were great. I like them.
And I can't remember the name of them, but the band that played last, I thought they were phenomenal. What a phenomenal band, man! Those guys are unbelievable. Like real.
I had them come out to Dive Pub, and I thought they were going to shake the building down.
Cutthroat, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, and Guillotine right before them.
Yeah, those guys are really good too.
Man.
Everybody's really good. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, what a great festival. Like, you
Yeah.
don't sleep on Rye Fest. If you're listening right now, like, don't
No.
sleep on Rye Fest. You know, be there.
No, and it's an under $50 show. You get
Yeah.
anywhere
that.
from 12 to 15 bands. You get free parking, you get free
Mhm.
camping, or you get it all included in your fucking $40 ticket. No food combination was over $10.
Yeah,
None.
like you can't even go to the movie theater for that kind of price. You know what I mean? And you're getting the whole night, of entertainment. And the other thing too, like, shout out to the guys, because they took really good care of the bands, man. I don't know if anybody knows this, but they put a spread out in the green room for all the bands
Yeah.
and the staff. So like,
Yeah.
like they took really, really good care of everybody, man. And
They
Adam,
did.
I had so much fun at that show. I hope they bring us back next year, and if not, doesn't matter. I'm going to be in the audience building that Wizard
Right.
Tower again. The Wizard staff's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll be there for your money. I'll be there for your 50-50 money. So next year the bands that are on stage can get paid. And it goes towards the production, and it goes like I just take your money and they distribute it. So
I'm gonna wear the pants with the most pockets and make you work for it.
well, there better be hundreds in there, boy. There better be hundreds.
100 pockets. One of them has a C note in it.
Well, listen. Like I either get to record the whole thing, or there better be a few hundred in there. So we need evidence for the year after. That's what they should do. We should talk about doing next year. Steph and Shane, if you're listening, they have that huge blow up movie theater. We should yeah.
Oh,
So wouldn't it be really cool if like home videos of all the bands that were playing that night were on there?
Well, we have our
Like
recap from this last past one, which was really, really fun. And like, I know a lot of people are like, it was great having like Miles there with the photography and stuff like that. But hey, I'll come out and like shoot some video and stuff too, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely, man. The more the merrier.
Yeah, it's easy to do a good thing.
Yeah, no, the more the merrier, and yeah, definitely huge shout out to Miles. Miles is one of my best friends.
Yeah,
he's a great dude. He takes care of everybody with his camera, and I appreciate that. He documents everything.
He's been responsible for like at least 10 of my display pictures.
Yeah, he's the man. He is. I met Miles in 2023. He had messaged me about his picture being in Sofa City Sounds Volume 3. And when he messaged me, because I had never met him before, so I was a little nervous, and I was like, the guys gave me the picture, they gave me permission. And he was like, Amanda, this is one of the most exciting things I have ever been through, because you are the first person ever to publish my photography. And
really?
just like that, he became one of my best friends.
So humble.
Yeah.
And a great guy, man.
Yeah. And hugs, 10 out of 10. I don't recommend them though, because I want them all. So yeah, no, Miles is an all around good dude. And he's so humble about it. Like when you're like, Miles, you're the best photographer. He's like, no. And it's like, yeah, you really are. Like he's up there, man. He's really good.
Like, there's so many guys, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, not just musicians, but like there's so many people that are pivotal to the scene, that are just around the scene. You know what I mean? Like you and Miles and like all these other individuals that add to what we do, which make us more than the sum of our parts, right? Like all the fans, it's cool that we're playing together and everything, but nobody would know about it if there wasn't programs like this, if there wasn't guys like Miles out there taking photos, and like being the like documentarians, like the historians of basically the Toronto music scene, like holding it down and really, putting the evidence out there. And you know what? I hope everybody gets their flowers, man. Miles included.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, and it's such a wonderful thing that everybody gets recognized. I'm going to try and do this really fast. There's Karina Davey, there's Miles LeBlanc, there's every band that I've ever worked with. There's Steve Hogue, there's Jake Disman, there's Rob Peters, there's Sue-Ann Chimay, there's Jillian Underhill, there's Katie Gata, everybody who works at the warehouse, Sonic Onion, who owns the warehouse. You've got people like me who are on podcasts, and you got people like Tyler who are expanding the drum community. There's so many of us that need a mention. That's who I could think of off the top of my head. Noel Peters, Keith Evanston. It just keeps the list keeps going on.
Yeah, it's like every band has an army behind them. You know what I mean? We get on stage, it's not just the band. It's the scene behind every band. You know what I mean? Like it's just for every time you see 4 or 5 guys on the stage, just know that there's 10, 20 other people behind them that are pushing and promoting and sharing and expanding the scene, which amplifies everything. Which I agree. Thank you to all those people.
Oh
yes.
Yeah. Sure.
And also,
we do it for the family and friends and all those people. We make
the fans. A huge cheers and shout out to every single person that comes to our shows and tunes in to listen to the podcasts and buys the merch. Buy the fucking merch, guys. That's how we keep doing this stuff. Buy the merch. Pay to get in the door. We don't support our friends by getting in for fucking free. I can't stress that enough. We don't support our friends by getting in for free. Pay the fucking bands.
Yeah.
Don't give promoters such a fucking hard time about wanting our bands to work for their shows too. Like we try hard. We work hard. We spend our money, our time, our effort, you know how many inboxes I'm in? You know how many people are sick of my bullshit? But we do it because we want those shows. We want next Friday night. We want Mayhem Metal Market. We want maybe possibly a 2-day camping festival in Niagara Falls in 2027. But you didn't hear it from me first, guys. Sorry. I wasn't supposed to say anything. There's a lot of people that make these things all go. And, we don't get to do it without each other. Every single one of us plays a key part. The musician, the podcaster, the producer, the guy who does the audio, the sound guy, the guy who goes and grabs the broken drum skin and fixes it, the dude that pulls up the fucking microphone because you knocked it over and he can't pick it up. The swapping out guitars, the making sure that the fucking beers are cold, the bartenders, the bars, the venues.
The venues is a huge thing, and it's so hard because, again, I know we're going back and talking a little bit about COVID. That took such a chunk out of great venues, and
it's
starting to come back. It's starting to come back.
So many venues fell.
Yeah, and shout out to the venues, namely Dive Pub in St. Catharines and James Hudson, because they took a huge chance on me. They're a karaoke bar, and they took a huge, I see you laughing, Sean. They're a huge karaoke bar in St. Catharines, because St. Catharines is a college town, and they took a huge chance on me. They gave me their Thursday nights, and they said to me, Thursday nights are dead, and you can basically do whatever you want. And the last show we did with Seagrave and Ready to Die, Catastrophic Hemorrhage, Cruel Intent. There's one more, Beguiler. Tell me that's not the sickest, dirtiest fucking bill you've ever heard of. We sold that bar out. That's the busiest night that bar's ever had, and we're so grateful they took the chance on us. They're going to let us come back and do it again.
Good for you, and good for them. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's very few venues that'll take that chance on metal and punk and rock, on original music. So shout out to all those bars that promote that kind of music for sure. Yeah. Good show.
Yeah, go ahead, just quiet. So, but we're very lucky. Lucky's not the word, because we're all working towards this. We're all working hard for this. Blessed, I guess. That's a weird word to use. For me anyway. But we're all it's the universe is working in perfect timing.
We're in time.
If not, we're gonna force it to work in perfect timing.
It's everything. I say this all the time because I have a Millhouse asparagus tattooed on me, so I can. Everything's coming up asparagus Millhouse, and I'm so happy about it because things are changing. All the bands that I've been working with are all doing significant things, like you guys, Evil Villain, opening up for the Exploited.
Evil Villain, those guys are deadly too.
Guillotine, they're all seasoned musicians, but those guys were only together for 6 months, and then they went to fucking Germany.
Oh,
Like, yeah, they went together for like 6 months, and they won the walking battle.
oh,
We got some stuff cooking.
Good.
Long term too. I don't want to give away any secrets, but we got some fun stuff coming next year for sure.
Good. Excellent. Yeah. We'll be getting a hold of you guys most likely for the summer because we became partners with the Exchange, and now we get to do the Mayhem Metal Market twice a year. We get to do a summer bash, and we get to do a metal Christmas. So that's
awesome.
Gunfire?
Maybe?
I heard some banging around. I said gunfire?
I wish. It's my bull mastiff getting mouthy.
Oh.
Yeah. I have a 2-year-old female bull mastiff. And
wrap it up and fill my bowl.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, she's got this red Kong ball where like you spin it around and treats.
Yeah.
But I ran out of treats, so I used the cat treats. Don't judge me, cat animal lovers. Don't judge me. I ran out of the dog treats, so I used the cat treats. And now she's obsessed. Obsessed. It's like dog crack. Cat treats are like dog crack. So she's been bugging me all day for more treats. And I put some in her. Now, I mixed it with dog food, and she still ate it like it was treats. But I filled her thing at the beginning of our interview, and she's now, she's like, I want more now, Mom, like a spoiled 2-year-old.
She's the timer, eh? She's the producer being like, okay, cut it, show my dog, I need some more cat treats.
Yeah, like if you watch my earlier videos when I first got her, you'll see me go, hang on, guys, and I come back with a jar, like a full fucking jar of peanut butter, and I sat there with the peanut butter next to me on my leg, and she licked that jar of peanut butter for a half a fucking hour. But I finished my peanut butter.
Like dogs and toddlers both. Like my son loves peanut butter. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yep. And she sat, and that's what I did. I fed her a bag of treats once on an interview, so that she would be quiet for the interview. Can you please get her a few treats? No, you get her a few treats, please. No, it's handheld, my dear. You can take the sandwich with you.
I don't want to get
You're eating and I'm working, so let's finish this when I'm done the interview.
No.
So that's the joys of working from home. Is I'm always on, whether it's my family, my dog, or my job.
May I have my 5 minutes of fame?
So when I'm done, yeah.
I want to do it on live.
So, but yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wrap this up. I'm sorry, guys. I could sit and chat with you.
All right. Yeah. We'll come back for round 2 in the springtime. We'll come back for round 2.
Yeah, well, so we're definitely going to have you out in the summer, and right before we have you out, we're going to do the same thing again. We'll re-interview and catch up, and yeah. So when you guys come by next weekend, get here a little early, and we'll do some food for Sean's birthday before we start partying.
I love it. Let's do it. Thanks for having us on. I had a great time. It's always good to see you. It's good to hear you. It's good to hear you, doggy. I'm super stoked for this coming show in Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
and if anybody's still tagging on listening to us, get there. Let's have a good time. We'll have a drink. And
I got tickets. I actually have one more mystery bag left at work, and I don't know if it's got a pair of concert tickets in it or not, but it's got $50 worth of merch. And if you do get the concert tickets, it's for next Friday night for the show at Camp Cataract.
There you go.
Yeah,
Get it.
I wait
Get it.
tickets all the time. Aura, that's enough, dog. So on this note, I'm gonna let you guys go. You enjoy your evenings. Thank you so much. It's been a
Oh,
pleasure.
so much
Wow,
fun.
guys. And I'll see you next week in the flesh. Everybody else, we will
Okay.
see you next Friday. Oh, Sunday, we have Killatine coming into the flea market booth live at 2 p.m. Don't miss that because we're going to be talking about Mayhem Metal Market, where the money is going, because we're giving it away this year and for this one. And yeah, who else is on the bill and things we're giving away and all that fun stuff, what Killatine is up to, and we'll see you then. So
Check it
it's been a
out.
slice, guys. Good night.
Awesome.
See ya.